Alright, welcome back. We're on part 3. So chapter 3, part 3. So let's get this started and get the cutscenes going, and I'll see you guys when they're done.
And Jill, the war is over. Everyone's real happy. As for me,
That sword represents our family's honor.
You're a little more important than my sword. But just a little.
where did you go? Zach here.
It's been a while, Zach.
Sephiroth.
Come to Lazard's room.
Alright.
Oh look who it is, if it isn't Hojo. So we'll talk to him and complete his little objectives.
Let us begin the experiment.
Huh? Experiment? Me?
Never mind. Just make your way to the training room.
Not without knowing what for.
You wouldn't understand it if I told you anyway. But I want to verify the virtual data gathered from a soldier operative's combat results. You are going to help me validate my data by participating in a simulated combat scenario. Now, my precious virtual data. Defeat this sample and prove my greatness to the entire world.
Did you say something?
No, nothing. Now we begin. No, this can't be. Were the settings off again?
Or maybe I'm just playing better than your data?
To make such a bold claim, you need to provide more solid data. Fight this next monster and prove your superiority to me. Against these new settings, you will be...
Say again?
Oh, nothing. Now, let's begin. This is impossible. Were the settings off yet again?
You see? That's what Soldier can do.
Second-rate soldier, maybe. No, third-rate. If you truly are first-rate, then fight my next data. Prove to me that you can win. Not everyone can become an elite warrior like Sephiroth.
Huh? What?
Oh, nothing. Now, let's begin. Ah, magnificent. It appears that you have the talent to become a fine study sample.
Not really a talent I want.
You should be proud. Samples like you only appear every 2 years or so.
Yay.
By the by, I have an extra special program you can fight. Interested?
Extra special program?
Some data I designed on a lark that displays power inconceivable in reality.
Professor Hojo, you can't possibly mean to use that data on a human.
Not that one! It's way too dangerous!
It would be a worthy opponent for a first-rate operative. Such as yourself.
Hey, I'm warning you, don't do this. That program is way too dangerous.
I agree. It may cost you your life. I'm not exaggerating.
You are indeed a sample worthy of my attention. You need not worry. I will see to it that your remains contribute greatly to science. Now, my precious virtual data, prove my greatness to the entire world.
So basically, I just started this fight till like when it's almost done, because I had to really minimize a lot of the stuff in order to fit everything in this chapter in one video. So I figured I'd cut out all the tedious bits and just, because for the most part, this guy's not, he is dangerous, but for the most part, you know, if you play it safe, keep your health up and stuff, and learn his attack patterns, you know, not get hit by that tail swipe, you know. Sometimes it's just gonna happen. Or guard, you know, just watch for it to happen. And he's pretty easy to take down. But yeah, you notice I skipped like the other fights from Hojo's experiment.
Astounding. This is most unexpected. Wait. I formulated a new hypothesis.
You were saying something about my remains?
Yes. My knowledge, ability, and inspiration have forged a new path. You and I will share a special relationship.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, so I skipped those fights, you know, because they were just easy, simple fights, really, and it was just I just wanted to keep the Hojo cutscenes in there, basically, because, you know, having Hojo a part of everything, you know, he kind of ties into everything. So yeah, we hereby declare the end of the war with Wutai, worthy of notice, Sephiroth, soldier first class. Yeah, basically talking about like how, you know, how soldier, or not soldier, but how the end of the Wutai war, Sephiroth became like the biggest, you know, crux of that and stuff. Soldier members, I thank you for your daily hard work. Long wars finally come to an end, all thanks to the heroic efforts by Sephiroth and everybody in Soldier. However, the area around Shinra remains tense. Threats from powerful armed forces and anti-Shinra elements are too numerous to list. You know, yeah, that's important stuff. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of jump cuts in here because there was like a lot of side stuff that I was doing here, and you know, and all that. So I wanted to condense it.
The war is over. That it is. I'm sure you heard. I ruled.
No, I didn't hear. The company reports don't mention you at all. On TV, they only talk about Sephiroth's bravery.
But Sephiroth was in B Unit.
Well, our heroes are chosen by the media.
Dreams crushed.
Yeah, now they're talking about how we can rematch Bahamut for that summon, and we can challenge Odin too. I'll be doing that later on though, which I think is right after this bit. Yeah, now I'm gonna go through the list of missions that I've done. Did them 3 missions. Did the second M5 mission. Did those 3 from M6. Did the M7s all the way up to 4. M8 all the way up to 6. M16 or M816. And then I didn't do any of those, so, but we will get more added in here. So I'm gonna jump cut to the town after I talk to people in the exhibit room. So we're gonna go talk to this guy.
It's been made clear. We lack the ability to defeat you. To keep losing to Soldier like this.
Hey, why is it that you hate Soldier so much? We at times fight alongside each other in battle. Why can't we just get along? None of Soldier's business. Is that it?
I wanted to defeat Soldier, to light a spark in my people. Common infantry are no match for Soldier. Because we have Soldier, infantrymen can take it easy. That's what I hear the young ones say every day. I just wanted to show them something. The pride of a defender of Midgar. But perhaps it's equally important to accept reality and face facts.
Security, soldier, what's the difference? We both want to protect Midgar. We share that.
Quit your blathering! Typical soldier arrogance! You don't need to point out to me what's obvious from the beginning.
Okay, I got it.
I've wasted too much of my time here. I'm leaving. Hey, you! I never got your name.
Soldier, second class. Zack.
Zack. I'll remember that.
Yeah, that gave us our first shop. No, was it? We received word that our dear Genesis has been killed in action. Though we still find this report hard to believe, members are planning a get-together for one last farewell at the foot of the bridge in Sector 8. During the event, we will be selling Apple jewelry created as an homage to Genesis. Now that's... You can read that at your leisure. But yeah, so when I came down here, I talked to like everybody at the like train platform, the common area, like, or the fountain area before I came here. I talked to the fan club members, so I pretty much talked to everybody in the town, so I would recommend doing the same thing as well. I just cut that out because it was all kind of tedious stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, so we'll cut ahead again. All the way up to the director's office. But yeah, I would just make sure that you talk to everybody first in the town.
Congratulations. As of this moment, you are promoted to Soldier First Class.
Huh. I thought I'd be happier.
Understandable. Too much happened too fast. Zack, I'm afraid I need your assistance again.
Are you pushing another assignment on me?
My apologies.
Whatever.
I'll fill you in, Zack. But before that, go to the briefing room and change into a first-class uniform.
And now we can equip 6 materia. Woo! Now that Zack's been promoted to first class, the combat evaluation is given after each battle. Depending on the results, HP, MP, and AP may be restored, so be mindful of your evaluation when fighting. So if you take no damage, perfect guard, limit finish, summon finish, magic finish, ability finish, and depending on what if you take no damage, you get like basically a boost to you get recovery to your HP, MP, and AP.
Are you Zack?
In the flesh.
As Soldier First Class, you are now authorized to use Materia Fusion.
Whoa! So what do I do?
First, open the main menu. You should now be able to select Materia Fusion. Now, try fusing these two materia. That should give you a general idea of how the process works. If you have any questions, just let me know.
Now we have unlocked Materia Fusion, which is going to be important later on. I don't use it too much during this bit of it. It wasn't until like almost end game when I started using it. So you can fuse 2 materia together to make 1 new materia. It's called Materia Fusion. For example, fire plus thunder equals Blizzara. Some materias cannot be created through fusion. Materia created through fusions are usually set at level 1. But when two of the same materia are fused, the higher level one will be carried over. And then when a master level materia is used in fusion, a higher ranking materia may be created. So once you've collected a good amount of materia, you should experiment often. In regards to parameter carryover for materia fusion, the parameter with greater value will be carried over in the fused materia. 50% of the lesser parameters value will be added. So example of the carryover, so it's saying if you have like a fire arrow with magic +3 and stuff, and then you put something like magic +1, you'll get like magic +4. It's your way. So basically all of the stats have like a cap to them. So your normal like attack, spirit, vitality, magic, luck will all cap out at 100 when you make it on materia, because then you'll get like because you can get like stat boosting accessories that can boost up your stats to like 255. I don't know if my explanation made any sense. So say like I took my Dark Thunder with magic +1 and I leveled it all the way up to like +100. That's as far as you could take it. So with HP, it's different. HP can go up to 999%, and you need 2 of those just to hit the HP level cap, which would be 9,999 or 99,999. There you go. But you'll need an accessory that has like the break HP limit as well in order to get that high. Otherwise, your HP will cap off at 9,999. So it's like a few ways that you can break the, the damage cap, the HP cap, and all that stuff. And then you can break your NP cap and AP cap. But I don't typically recommend doing that, just because there's a lot of easy ways to actually refill your MP and AP. And with the DMW and stuff, you can always get like, no MP cost or no AP cost fairly often, honestly. I was usually getting them like every fight. But yeah, so I'm just messing around, looking around. I was just debating whether or not I was gonna mess around with the materia fusion, which I don't think I did. I looked at it, but I didn't really make anything. So I'm just kind of like equipping some new materia. Nah, no, that was just, he can ask questions about materia. Oh, make sure while you're in here, you also open up the cache, because you get a star pendant out of it.
Hey now, are you sure you know enough about materia fusion?
Yes, I know enough. I got it, it's not that difficult. It sounds complicated, but it's really not.
Materia fusion is still a new technology. Some combinations and results have not been tried or discovered yet. That's why we want you to experiment. And if you make a new discovery, let us know.
Finished changing?
Yeah, and I picked up materia fusion too.
Then return to my office. I'll brief you on the mission.
Yes, sir.
I received a useful tip for materia fusion. This is an official notification of the change in status for the following personnel: Angel Hewley, Soldier First Class, killed in action. Genesis Rhapsodos, Soldier First Class, killed in action. Genesis KIA? Yeah, right. Who do they think they're trying to fool? I just got back from seeing the stage production of Loveless in Midgar. Genesis was a big fan, wasn't he? I honestly don't care for classic drama, but it was pretty damn good. The guy is the hero in the original, but the play was more from the viewpoint of the girl who helps the guy. When I heard the last line, "Of course I'll come back to you, even if I don't promise to wait, I'll return knowing that you'll be here." Aw man, that's when I lost it and started bawling. Was that from Kunzel? That's a little tip for materia fusion. You can make Quake with Darkness, Mastered Materia plus Libra, you know, power attacking, gravity plus jump. Thundara, you need a Mastered Fire Materia and then a Mastered Blizzard to get Thundara. Yeah, you actually, to be honest, you really don't need to worry about materia fusion until probably much later in the game, because you actually do get high level materias almost pretty fast, especially if you do missions, you can get them there as well. Like if you do those side missions, yeah, you can definitely get a lot of materias, equipment too as well. So I think now we're gonna proceed with the story.
The company has decided to eliminate Genesis and his cohorts. This includes Angeal as well.
And you want me to do it?
No, the Shinra army will handle it.
What about me?
They don't trust you.
They believe your emotions will hamper your judgment.
Well, of course.
That's why I'm going too.
To kill them?
An intruder.
Where?
Close. Sephiroth, the president. Zack, entrance.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, and the Shinra building's under attack. Oh no! So we'll basically...
It stopped?
See, you don't have to, you can hurry up and go to the entrance, but it is worth coming here, because you can get some...
Soldiers here.
I think there's a trophy for saving everybody.
Hurry up and deal with that.
Everybody that you can. So I'll skip this fight, because it's a fairly easy one. So these fights will get skipped, because they're like simple.
Oh yeah.
Just to condense it.
Thank you.
What was that?
What, you don't know? That was an intruder neutralization mech.
So why was it attacking employees?
It just went berserk, for reasons unknown. There are others stationed, so deal with them.
But I was ordered to go to the entrance.
Entrance. Nah. We'll poke around here a little bit, so we'll skip ahead, go into the training room.
A scream?
Be some people to save in there.
Someone in there?
I think 2 Shinra employees that were sneaking off for a little powwow.
Stay back.
Activate.
Oh yeah.
Conflict started. Conflict resolved.
You're
How
not the
fast?
soldier, right? What are you doing here?
Well, the science department reserved the training room for the day. And I was just doing some maintenance.
Maintenance, huh?
All right, you got me. I was slacking. Hey, can you keep this between us, please? Thank you. Please take this for your trouble.
Yeah, he was doing maintenance, alright. Maintenance on that woman. The one we're doing in the training room, though. So you can't go in the materia room. You can go over here where the soldier's laying down on the ground and
Thank you. I was close.
fight, save him as well.
Did that mech injure you?
Yeah. Pathetic, right? A soldier member getting bested by that thing?
Hey, even soldiers.
Yeah, that's why you're a third class.
Well, this is actually one of my better days. I'm, really not that good at fighting.
You're a soldier. Suck it up. If you're bad at something, train harder.
Sorry. I'll do for you.
Zack, where are you?
Oh, Director. I'm on the soldier floor.
Head to the entrance ASAP. We've been massively compromised.
Massively? All right, I'm on it.
Good luck.
Entrance. Entrance. Why are Shinra weapons attacking the Shinra building? Is this Genesis' doing?
Y'all getting fucked up, man.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, good thing I still had the Thunders equipped. Because I don't remember putting them back on. Like, I rewatched this whole thing first before I edited it, so I made sure that, you know, nothing, like, super important was left out. At least in my mind.
Damn, they're swarming us.
Okay, they're breaching the hole in the wall.
Activating combat mode.
Apologies if I do sound tired, too, though. Or if I sound like, less involved than like the last two episodes. It's pretty early in the morning. Kind of tired. Plus, there hasn't really been much to say yet, just because I was doing a lot of side quest stuff.
Mind and body, acting together as one.
I think this was a new scene. I haven't gotten this one.
So, what do you think? Pretty good, right?
You're focusing just for the sake of it. Your true power hasn't been released.
Yeah, it didn't feel quite the same as before.
You need to learn to find the right zone in your mind. If you can't do that, you won't make first.
Seriously?
Prove your honor to me.
I should keep the rush yourself in here. Yeah, you beat the hell out of him, Zach.
Warm-up's over. Here we go. Go, go, go!
Oh, having Thunder's quite useful. No magic, but these guys don't use magic, so that's almost useless. We're gonna bust out some Bahamut.
Bringing out the big guns.
Oh, by the way, I did get Bahamut, if you didn't notice. If you do those missions, you'll get them. Like all the missions that I showed. You just have to beat him again. Which he's actually... Actually, with your knowledge, he's probably easier.
Sephiroth, the intruders are Genesis copies.
There's no doubt. This is Hollander's doing.
Who is that?
A Shinra scientist who stole the copy tech, then vanished.
Are you saying that this Hollander and Genesis are working together?
Quite possibly.
Do you know what they're planning?
Hollander sought to head the science department, and lost. He's borne a grudge against Shinra ever since. He wants revenge.
So petty. And Genesis is supporting this stupid cause?
I don't want to believe it.
Well, then don't.
Agreed. Now, Zack. Copies have been sighted in Sector 8 as well. Let's go.
This is bad.
We should split up.
Good call. on. I'm a coming.
Sector 8 is Turk's jurisdiction, slick.
You've got to be kidding me! Sung, do something!
There's no need for concern.
Huh? Okay.
The other areas.
Midgar's just crawling with nasties.
Soldiers having difficulties.
Reno, rude.
Just say the word.
Go.
Yes, sir.
So now we're outsourcing to the Turks.
Soldiers being stingy.
There's a manpower shortage. Done. You're a Turk too?
I'm Cisne.
I'm Zach. Pleasure to meet ya.
Zach, aren't you on assignment?
Same objective. Need some help here?
I appreciate the offer,
Oh,
but
how generous. Well, Sung, Zach, I gotta go.
But a nice little cutscene with the Turks. We got to meet Cisne, which now she's added to the DMW. Makes me wonder if she's going to be added into the remake at some point. That would be interesting to see, because it's almost like she just completely disappears after this game. Well, obviously, because this game came out when, you know, after Final Fantasy VII, the original came out, so, you know, obviously Cisne wasn't in that game, so she's in this game, but then she just disappears, you know, and she never gets mentioned. So, it makes me wonder in the remake if they're actually going to bring her back at some point or another.
I'd stay clear if I were you.
Which would be very interesting. I would be interested to see what they do with Cisne, you know, what she's been doing, why she left the Turks, you know. Because obviously Elena takes over her spot. And plus, you never ever find out her real name, unless that was told in like the anime or whatever. You know, there was a Turks anime. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. The Last Order? But that was mostly just an anime about the Nibelheim incident. Or there was a Turks game, I think there was. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure there was a Turks game, and Cisne might have been in it. Maybe you might have heard her name in there. I don't know. Let me know if you actually do ever hear about Cisne's real name, because she talks about it at some point in this game. How she never told Zack her real name. So like Cisne's not her real name, so it makes me wonder what she goes by. Plot twist, she was Jessie all along. Nah, not even. Yeah, so make sure you do those two things on the left and the right side before you go here to here, because this will end this section. We'll get to see Cisne in action. Cisne.
Genesis.
But look, Genesis is using shotguns now. Nah, his copies use shotguns. Oh, look how cool he is with one hand in his pocket. What an edgelord, man. He just pulls that shotgun out of his ass. There is one thing I do not like about these G copy enemies. They're fucking beefy. Like they have a weird amount of HP. They don't take a whole lot of stun either, you know. So like sometimes you'll just be hitting them and stuff, and then they'll just like, yeah, he's just in there taking no stun like whatsoever. It almost feels like they take no stun at all. Yeah. get the double Bahamut action in there. My headset turned off on me. I was in like mid-sentence. This guy's over here trying to do his limit break, but I'm not letting him. We don't play that way. G-Racer. And I'm just gonna spam magic. I think a barrier there. That'll be nice to use.
When I was a kid, I always wanted to have wings. You know, like an angel.
If people had wings, they'd be monsters.
Wings symbolize freedom for those who have none. They don't symbolize monsters. Impressive, soldier first class. You've got skill.
Well, unlike the Turks, fighting's our main thing.
Here, a little gift for helping me out. Alright then, I'm off to the next job. You've got something too, right?
Yeah, I do.
Until we meet again.
Once Sector 8 is clear, come to Mako Reactor 5.
Did you find something out?
Angeal has been sighted.
So it's search and destroy?
The army is mobilizing, but there's still time. You and I will find them before they...
We do. And?
And what?
Fail.
To eliminate them.
For real?
Yes. For real.
Awesome! We're gonna fail!
Yep, and now we gotta meet up with Sephiroth. Up in the reactor. I don't remember which one it was. Did he say it was the reactor 3? These enemies are dangerous. They'll do that jump attack. If you use fire, they're weak against fire obviously because it tells you there. Enjoy the cutscene, by the way. This one is actually kind of cool. I like it.
Is that Angeal's face?
It appears Genesis isn't the only one who can be copied. The company training room. We used to sneak in there for fun. When the seconds were out. Genesis, Angeal, and I.
You guys were pretty tight.
I wonder.
Infinite in mystery is the gift of the goddess. We seek it thus, and take to the sky. Ripples form on the water's surface. The wandering soul knows no rest.
Loveless, Act 1.
You remember?
How can I not, when you've beaten it into my head?
Don't take Sephiroth lightly.
Noted.
Is that the best you can do?
All hail Sephiroth, huh?
Angeal, stay back. I'll take Sephiroth alone.
Genesis.
The world needs a new hero.
Come and try.
So smug. But for how long?
Stop! You'll destroy this place.
That's no way to talk to a hero!
Angeal.
Out of my way!
Genesis!
Just a scrape. I'll be fine. Don't worry. Even if the morrow is barren of promises, nothing shall forestall my return.
So, was everything all right?
Yes. As far as Genesis was concerned. But as for Angeal...
Angeal? What happened?
Later, I received one of his famous lectures.
About what?
Always the same. Discipline, dreams, honor, etc.
Haha. One of those, huh?
So it's true. They're in league with Hollander.
How could this happen?
It's always cool seeing Sephiroth fight, because he's always so nonchalant and stuff, you know? Just one-handed everything almost. He's so fast. So now we'll just run forward to meet Sephiroth. I skipped this, you know, I was trying to condense it a lot because I really had to get it under 60 minutes. Really stupid, but it is what it is.
We may find leads on Angeal.
All right, let's go.
So a lot of this reactor is gonna get like jumped ahead, you know. So I'll jump ahead. Oh, we're at reactor 6.
The door isn't receiving power. The source is. Zach, open the valve on the.
Yeah, he wants us to open up the valve,
open
which
the
this isn't too complicated. I skipped ahead to like basically when I took care of everything and then just came back here. So you just follow the route normally. The area is super linear.
That should open the door.
You can't really miss it. If you just run through the area, you can't miss it. So we just skipped ahead back when I did it, and we're back here to meet Sephiroth. I apologize for that. But it was basically to cut out a lot of fights.
How wretched.
So now we can kind of look around here, get some like extra lore and stuff. If you talk to all these things, or you talk to like certain things around here, shows you how they're creating the copies inside the Mako there. Nobody just appears out of nowhere.
Is this where they make the copies?
Yeah, is that where they make the copies? That's where they make all those monsters. If you're familiar with FF7, they make all those monsters inside that stuff because they're trying to create the perfect. Yeah, the Ancients Project. It is now an undisputed fact that the life form excavated from the earth is indeed of the ancient race spoken of in legend. Furthermore, history records that these ancients channeled the use of Mako. Using the cells of the unearthed ancient, we have begun research on creating a mass and producing a race with comparable abilities. Primary objective is the research. Yeah, they're trying to replicate the ancients, pretty much. Never works, though. Heightened abilities of soldier members are maintained by a delicate balance of various genetic factors. A change in this balance can only be caused by a leak of genetic information.
Woozy.
You're reading too much information, man.
Shortly before Genesis left. The wound was superficial. But for some reason, Genesis wasn't healing. The man who treated him was Hollander.
Professor Hollander, how is Genesis?
The problem is the Mako energy that seeped in through the wound.
Is it treatable?
First, he'll need a transfusion. You aren't viable.
Why couldn't I be the donor? A soldier, type G.
Yeah, basically saying that like Genesis wasn't healing, he was degrading and stuff. He degraded faster though. Sephiroth's the only one who doesn't degrade because he was like this perfect. Because obviously he's the closest thing to Genova. Implant the cells of an ancient into a human fetus to imbue said fetus with the ancient's abilities.
It was Hollander's experiment. The result was a normal child, which meant he failed. However,
I was checking to see if there was anything else hidden. Before I talked to Sephiroth. It was like, once you talk to Sephiroth, there's like a cutscene, and I think it's the end of the chapter.
Project G gave birth to the man we know as Genesis.
Project G.
Project Genesis. Contrary to this report, Genesis showed clear signs of change.
Degrading?
Not only that.
Copies?
Abominations.
Sephiroth.
Hollander, I thought I'd find you here.
You want to do something to me, eh? But then, who will stop Genesis and Angeal's degradation?
Genesis.
You won't take Hollander.
Zack, go.
Yeah.
There is no hate, only joy, for you are beloved by the goddess. Hero of the dawn, healer of worlds.
Loveless again. You never change.
3 friends go into battle. 1 is captured. 1 flies away. The one that is left becomes a hero.
A common story.
If we were to enact it, would I be the one to play the hero? Or would you?
It's all yours.
Indeed. After all, your glory should have been mine.
How petty.
In hindsight, perhaps. Now what I want most is the gift of the goddess.
Now we gotta chase after Hollander, while Sephiroth and Genesis supposedly fight.
Get away. Where is Angeal?
Yeah, where's Angeal? We'll skip ahead. Gotta skip them fights.
Hollander went this way?
It's pretty straightforward. You can't take very many turns. You have to follow Hollander, really. I was just mostly skipping the fights. I went back to check to see if there was a treasure chest I missed in there, just in case. There's one right here, right after this fight. We'll leave this one in here.
Activating combat mode.
Brace yourself. Prove your honor to me. I got it.
Interesting, I'm keeping these in here.
Oh yeah! Conflict resolved.
No, almost ran past that chest again. Like, alright, we'll be hitting the end of the chapter here once we get to this cutscene, so I'll say my farewells now. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next chapter, the next part. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So I'll just leave that there, but we're not done yet. We still gotta do the fight, so... Never mind, I forgot there was a fight. I was like, they're gonna end the chapter just like that? Nah, too easy, too easy. No physical, so these guys can't hurt me. At least not for the time being. I'm still dodging their attacks though. Yeah, spam that magic. I'm also poisoned too. I could have been throwing an antidote, but I don't. It's almost like I never really worry about status effects, even though I should sometimes. Oh yeah, this is pretty awesome. Check this out. Oh, once I get unstunned.
Bringing out the big guns.
Boys are about to get fucked. We'll pull out our boy Odin. And if you know Final Fantasy, you know what Odin does. Not so badass looking. Well, that's the fight. GG. Totally random in my favor.
Hollander, do you understand what you're doing? Working for Hollander now? What is it you're after?
World domination.
That's not even funny, man.
How about revenge?
For what? And Jill!
I've become a monster. A monster's objective is usually world domination or revenge.
You're wrong. Those aren't the wings of a monster.
Well then, what are they?
Angel's wings.
I see. Then what should an angel fight for, Zack? What do angels dream of?
Jill.
Angels dream of one thing.
Please, tell me.
To be human. Defend yourself!
Ah! Hey, that cloud fell through a hole one time too, but look at that, Angeal's now got wings and his is white. Funny. But yeah, now this is the end of the chapter, so I will see you guys in the next part. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching again. And I'll see you in part 4, chapter 4. Take it easy.